It's fair to say we live in a crazy world when it comes to getting into the best shape possible, or be in the 5% of people in the world that are actually in decent shape. Everyone wants a quick fix. Everybody wants to go on the next fad diet, fasting up until 12 o'clock, carnivore diets. You have Stephen Bartlett, who does Diary of the CEO, and his guests come up with the most ridiculous reasons why you can't lose weight. And shock, horror, they always have a book to sell, or they always have a product to sell. Now, I've been coaching for a number of years now, and I'm going to talk you through some habits on how my clients get results consistently. Now, if you don't know already, my name is Jordan, and I help school teachers, recruiters, sales managers to get into the best physical shape possible while not giving up their social life. So if they want to go out for a few beers with the boys on the weekend, they can. If they want to go for a few glasses of wine on the weekend with the girls, they can. And I'm going to talk you through each habit that my high performing clients achieve to get long lasting results. Now, before I get into it, I think it's so important that you guys know that I suffered with the same issues as you. I'll give you a bit of a backstory. When I was about 16, 17, I was quite skinny, okay, in school. And then I started going to the gym at around that time frame, 16, 17. And as I got to that 18 mark, obviously I was going out a lot more because I could drink booze, okay? I could go to bars, I could go to parties. And that's where I started to gain a hell of a lot of unwanted body fat, let's say. Still skinny, still fat, still going to the gym, but seeing no results. Then I was trying all different diets that I read on like a news article. I tried a carnivore diet, didn't work, just felt extremely hungry and I wanted carbohydrates. And it was only until I actually got a coach, and instead of reading all the noise online, he got me to focus on certain areas that I'm going to talk about now. And I coach a number of clients over a year through this exact process, and how, again, they got results that's literally transformed the way not only they look, but how they feel. Before I get into the actual habits, I cannot stress the importance of understanding and being crystal clear on the reason why you want to get into incredible shape and be in better shape than 95% of the population. And every single time I have a client jump on for a call, I get super clear, and sometimes it feels a bit uncomfortable for them, that I need to know their why, okay? And you can do this even if you're not being coached, but you have to be brutally honest. I'll give you an example, right? So, and this happens often. So a client will come to me, I'll ask them, why do they want to get in shape? They say, I just want to start feeling good. I just want to be in shape. Okay, why? I want to be less fat. Okay, why? I don't like the way I look in photos. Okay, why? Because I actually really want to settle down with a partner and have kids in the next 5 years. Bingo. See where I've dug deep and asked about 4 different times why, and I needed to get to the root causes. The reason why is every single time motivation goes, that is going to be the driving force to push you forward during your journey. And this is something that I think you guys should do as well if you're sitting at home, is get real clear. Don't just say I want to feel good. Be crystal clear. What's the byproduct of you losing weight? It may feel uncomfortable, but if you can have that in your eye line, and every time motivation dips, you get a little reminder on your phone or a notification on your phone to keep you pushing forward. It's so important to get clear on your why. Okay, now that you're clear on your why, one of the most important habits you need to develop is tracking measurements. Okay, I'm not talking about getting like a DXA scan and spending thousands on how much percentage of body fat you have, but something that I get all my clients to track is progress pictures every 3 to 4 weeks, scale weight every single morning, body weight measurements every month. The reason why I get my clients to track all of these metrics, you should too, is at the end of every week, you're gonna know if you're going in the right direction or not. And when you reflect every month, you're really gonna understand if you're going in the right direction or not, if you're going too slow, or you're actually not making any progress whatsoever. And as humans, right, when it comes to losing unwanted body fat and getting into the best shape of your life, you're gonna be stuck inside your own head if you haven't got any support. You're always gonna say that you're not doing enough. And that's why it's essential to make sure you're taking your progress pictures along with your scale weight, along with your measurements, because again, I've coached so many people, and the amount of times I've looked at progress pictures, and before my clients have took progress pictures, they said, I don't think I've done well. And it's only when they take the progress pictures and they would say something to me like, oh, I get it. I realize I lost body fat on my back, because obviously you can only see your front. I didn't realize that I'm down 4 inches on my waist. So it's essential that you do it, because what's tracked can be managed. Now, the next habit to get a hold of or improve on is getting clear on the quality and quantity of food that's gone into your body. Why is it important to get a hold of the quality of food that's gone into your body? If you just take fat loss away for a moment, the quality of food, and this is the feedback that I get off my clients that are getting these results, is they're more focused in work, more energetic throughout the day, overall mood boosts, and they just feel damn good. It's so important you get the quality in check. So a rule of thumb that I use with my clients that get incredible results is 80% of the foods have to come from high quality foods, and 20% of the foods can come, say, from ice cream, or the calories can come from beer with the boys or wine with the ladies. Quantity of food is going to determine if you're going to put on weight, lose weight, or maintain weight. So that's why it's so important that you are tracking your scale weight, because that's going to determine at the end of every week if you're going in the right direction. So for an example, if you notice that your scale weight has gone up in 1 week, you know you probably have to drop your calories down by 200 to 300 calories. But Jordan, I don't want to track my calories, it's too obsessive. Look, I'm going to be honest, right? Tracking isn't for life. When you start tracking, you're going to learn so much on how much calories are in certain foods. And all the best performers, high performers, track, because what's tracked can be measured. And when you're going to a gym, stick to a plan. Don't jump from exercise to exercise. That's not going to get you anywhere. Something that I always tell my clients is, it's not just about losing weight. Now, you don't want to be a runner, you don't want to be a bodybuilder, you want to be somewhere in between. So it's so important that you're sticking to a program, you're hitting each body part twice a week, and you're slowly getting stronger every single month. That's truly going to help you have that aesthetic look while dropping weight. And for the love of God, control your tempo when you're lifting weights, okay? For an example, if you're doing a chest press movement, you're not looking to go as fast as possible, slow it down, because if we're looking for that aesthetic look, it's so important that it's not just about going from A to B lifting the weight, it's about time and retention. It's about creating enough stimulus around the muscle to have that look that you really, really want. The next habit you need to improve on is your protein intake. Not another coach banging on about protein. Trust me, it is essential. If you're eating low amount of protein sources throughout the day, you will lose weight from muscle, not just body fat, and not a lot of people realize this. So get your protein in. A rule of thumb for most men that I coach is 170 grams to 200 grams per day, and for women it's 120 grams to 150 grams per day. That's going to help them retain muscle while dropping body fat, so don't overlook it. The next habit you really need to focus on, and so many people overlook this, is find your eating window, okay? Eat meals at the same time every day if you can. Of course, we're all humans, it's not possible, but try and eat roughly around the same times. This is going to help regulate hunger levels, and it's going to help prevent binge eating at night time. It's also going to stop you from skipping meals. Again, if we're skipping meals, what happens is at the end of the day, you're going to become more hungrier, and from experience, when I get hungry at night time, I want to binge. Next, what I get all my clients to do is make sure you have your last meal 3 hours before bed. This is what I tell the majority of my clients. Having meals too close to bedtime, like an hour, is just going to cause issues with getting into that deep sleep, and it's essential that the quality of our sleep is on point, because this is going to make the whole process easier to stick to. Simple but effective. Get your steps in. A rule of thumb I have for all my clients is get between 8 to 10,000 steps per day. It's going to boost their mood. It's going to help with the fat loss phase. It's going to help them be more creative. And I'm pretty sure Bill Gates said this is where he gets his best ideas from. So if Bill Gates is doing it, you have time to do it also. The next habit you need to focus on is hydration. Okay, so many people overlook this. I don't know why. Now this is going to differ from person to person. But what I hear back from my clients is when they're hydrated, they have better focus in work, they have more energy, they feel fuller, and they crave less. Something that I always get my clients to add also is electrolytes. So in the morning, they'll have their electrolytes. When they're training, they'll have their electrolytes in water. And essentially what happens is when they have their electrolytes, this absorbs the water and it's not just flushing through. And when it absorbs water, again, it's just going to be fantastic for, like I said, a boost of energy, to be more focused in work, to feel fuller. So the next habit you need to focus on is managing your weekends. Now I'm known for getting results with my clients that still have their social life on the weekends. And as I said at the start of this video, something that I used to always struggle with was managing my weekends. When I turned 18, I used to party hard all of the time, and that would just kill all my hard work that I'd done midweek. I understand when you get to Friday, you get that Friday feeling and you want to let loose because you've worked hard in work and you just want to relax, if you can call it relaxing, and go crazy with friends or whoever it may that be, right? But something that I always get my clients to do is we pre-plan. So we plan on where we're going for food, we look at the menu, and before we enter into that restaurant, we know what we're going to eat. Instead of just getting to the restaurant and choosing, everything is pre-planned. That way they can still enjoy themselves and still make progress. So you should be planning also. Lastly, play the long game. I talk to so many people that underestimate how much body fat they need to lose to get into that 5%. I've had people come to me before and say, Jordan, I want to lose 15 kgs, but I only have 8 weeks. That's not possible. I'm going to be realistic with everyone here. Most results take a minimum of 4 months, especially with the people that I work with, okay? Again, this is going to differ from person to person, but I'm speaking from experience from who I coach. A minimum 4 months is where you truly see a transformation take place. And you need to play the long game. You need to fall in love with the process. You need to realize that training is a part of your life, not just a short-term fix, not just for a holiday, because if you want to be in that 5%, that's the habits that you need to instill. So everything that I've just discussed in this video, if you can start ticking these off and improve and expect to have some resistance and win the little battles that you have each day, you're going to get into that 5%, but play the long game. That should take pressure off you on trying to get a result in 6, 7, 8 weeks. And if you would like to work with me on a one-to-one basis, and I can show you a detailed roadmap, how we're going to take you from where you're currently at now to truly transform the way you look and feel, reply to me with the word ready on Instagram. You'll see my link below, or book in a call below, and we can have an open and honest conversation, and there's never no pressure to sign up.